Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Brian Horror, not horror, so don't get it twisted. Hi guys, welcome. I hope you guys are excited to see me, as I am excited to be here today uploading a new video. So today guys, it's gonna be a little bit different. I don't usually do like a lot of like true crime or paranormal, so I need to start getting on that bandwagon. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a true crime, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that one today. I did already upload a missing person case. If you guys do want to go ahead and check it out, it's the Tabitha Tudors is my most recent one. This is sort of a missing person, but this is one of Ted Bundy's victims. So go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up already. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new. If you are new here, by the way, I am Brian Horror. I do true crime, I do paranormal, and I do missing person cases. So if you're into any of those things, go ahead and subscribe and be part of our horror fam bam. I would really appreciate it. We are on the road to 400 subscribers. So let's go ahead and guys and get started on this interesting case. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the murder of Georgann Hawkins, who was one of Ted Bundy's victims. So everything started basically on June 10th of 1974. Okay, so it was Georgann Hawkins. She was a young 18-year-old college student. So it all starts by Ted explaining that he was walking in an alley of the University of Washington in Seattle. So in his encounter while he was walking, he comes across Georgann Hawkins, who is walking in the alley as well, who had just, I believe, finished getting notes from her boyfriend from his dorm, and she was getting ready to head over to her dorm. And it was said that she was only like feet away from her dorm when she encountered Ted Bundy. A lot of people describe Ted Bundy as being very handsome and charming, so it was very hard, you know, for victims to even know that he was a serial killer or he was up to no good. I mean, this man had it all. He looked all the way apart. That's the crazy thing I'm gonna go ahead and say right now. Not all serial killers look like serial killers, but if you look at his eyes, like, I know he might seem charming from his photos, but if you look at his eyes do tell a different story. A lot of people described Georgann Hawkins as being an amazing friend, always happy, very vibrant, smiling. Apparently anytime she smiled, she lit the room up. Oh my god, I'm so scared. There's like a car here. Oh hell no, y'all. Like, I'm about to dip. Hold up one second, because I'm here in the parking lot. I thought it would be creepy, and it is creepy, and there's like literally a black truck that's pulling up, and I'm kind of concerned, but I should be okay. Oh, they're parking. They're probably gonna, if you know what I mean. So anyways, he encounters Georgann, and he was walking with crutches, which I believe was just fake in order for him to lure her to the car. So as he passed by her, he asked for her help, and of course, the nice person that Georgann is, she of course accepted his offer and decided to help him walk him to put his briefcase that he had handed her in his car. By the way, that night he was driving a Volkswagen Beetle. So they walk towards the car, they talk and chat a little bit, and it is when Georgann starts putting the briefcase in Ted's car, is then when out of nowhere he sneakily with a crowbar hit her so hard until she became unconscious. And he throws her into the car, handcuffs her, and puts her in the passenger seat, and suddenly takes off. So once Ted was driving off out of town to take Georgann Hawkins to an unknown location, she started gaining consciousness again in the passenger seat, and she was still not aware of her surrounding or really what's going on or what terrible situation she was in. So once Ted got to his location, he parked the car, takes her out, and once again starts beating her until she starts getting unconscious. And when she's unconscious, takes off her clothes, and a lot of people do believe that he sexually assaulted her. that's one thing that people noticed, that all his victims were practically like almost the same. So he killed her the same way he had killed his other victims. He ended up suffocating her to the point where she died. Like, before she started fully gaining consciousness, before she got murdered, she was talking about her Spanish test the next day. It is so sad that she was still had hope. She didn't know what her outcome was going to be. She thought the next day that she was going to end up taking her Spanish test and life was going to resume to normal, but unfortunately life was cut short for Georgann. And from the tapes, Ted does describe decapitating her at one point, strangling her so hard and leaving her body in such a disgusting state. Apparently he had even driven or he had actually walked yards away or driven up a little bit and disposed of her head like yards away from her body. But the thing is that unfortunately no one has any clues of where Georgann is. There is no clues. There is no physical clues that was left behind. And investigators throughout the years have conducted multiple investigations and unfortunately still have no clues or any answers to get closer to find out what happened to Georgann exactly. So sad. Georgann was only 18 years old and she was such a smart girl, had so many things coming up in her future. She was aspiring to be a broadcast journalist. She was so excited and ready for her future, and unfortunately was taken away from her. They still consider Georgann a missing person since there has no clues. Of course, people speculate that she's probably gone at this point, like all of other Ted's victims, but there is no body. Guys, comment down below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed this content for today. Thank you so much to my subscriber that recommended this case. I'm very happy I read it, and I'm going to be looking more into Ted Bundy. I know there's various documentaries on him on Netflix, Hulu, I believe other streaming platforms. So like I said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave comments whatever you guys want me to film next, what cases or paranormal case or serial killer, a true crime that you want me to cover. I'll go ahead and do the research and I'll look into it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, take care, guys. Stay safe out there. I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.
Well, let me start with one. Let me start this way. The unidentified remains. This is where I'm a little bit. The presence of the officers down here is a little bit unnerving. Some of this stuff I don't mind talking about, but because they wouldn't know from Adam. But names I can write it down, or I can whisper it to you, or whatever. I just don't want the police getting any kind of names at this point. Well, can you hear that?
I can hear it, yeah.
Okay. I just said that the Hawkins girl's head was severed and taken up the road about 25 to 50 yards and buried in a location about 10 yards west of the road on a rocky hillside. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not anything you would have found that I know of. If you would have found damage to the head. The jaw in particular probably broken. But if you'd found that, you would have known who it was. But anyway, I don't know.
Right.
Is there any reason you asked me that question?
I wondered.
I was moving up